Now, the second AI is probably the most obvious and most relevant to a musician, and that's artistic intelligence. Now, this is nothing new, of course. This is something that we all learn, especially in a place like Hong Kong, where so many people have taken instrument lessons. But for me, artistic intelligence goes way beyond being able to play an instrument and being able to play it well technically. I was lucky that my teacher in America then encouraged me to go study in Europe, in Germany, the land of Beethoven and Bach and Mendelssohn and Brahms. But when I got there, I realized it wasn't just the one place that I needed to be. I traveled all over and I got to study, and then eventually when I started performing, starting my career, I got to share the stage with a lot of great musicians and colleagues. And I realized that this was one of the main things that helped me develop as an artist, because it's this person-to-person contact that you cannot get from a computer, I'm sorry to say. And also staying really open-minded then when you have these contacts. I went to so many countries there. In every country, I learned about their traditions, their art, their architecture, the history, and how all of that relates to their music. And it was completely mind-opening and invaluable, and probably would never be possible no matter how powerful your laptop is. This kind of in-person learning and absorption of knowledge and experiences is something that I think as an artist, and not even just for artists, for any field that you're in, is so important, and maybe even our secret weapon against artificial intelligence. And, I have to say, again, Colleen and I were both very lucky. Colleen was one of the first JC scholars to benefit from the scholarship. And so she also was able to go to Germany and study and travel around Europe and perform and win competitions. So I think, in a way, this is kind of a full circle moment tonight. So I think that as an artist or as a human being, this is something that we really need to nurture. This kind of learning that's really pure and about your soul and your heart, and not just purely about numbers. Finally, I'd like to play my last piece tonight. This is a work by Kurt Weill, who was a famous 1920s cabaret composer in Berlin. It's called Ukulele. It's a tango habanera. I'm playing this because, again, when I heard this, something touched me physically. But also for a different reason, because this piece represents so much, not just the composer himself or the subject matter, but also a place, the people, Berlin. And I think this is something that will be very special throughout my life. I rearranged it myself, and I just think that it's something that really speaks to so many people.